The Xiaomi Redmi Note 6 Pro is the successor to the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which has been a popular choice in the sub 15,000 rupees segment in India. It's set to launch in India on November 22nd, but since we already have a unit, we'll share our unboxing and first look with you. Let's begin. The box has a signature Xiaomi design, with color options for the Redmi Note 6 Pro shown right in the front. The back gives us a glimpse of the phone specifications along with a prominent Made in India sticker. Let's open it up and see what we get inside. So there's the phone up front as expected. It's protected with stickers on both the front and the back. We'll just peel these off. Let's get back to the phone in a bit and move to what else we get bundled. In the box below, the phone has a SIM eject tool attached. On opening it, there are the usual documents, a TPU case for the phone. Next up is the charging and data cable, and yes, that is micro USB. Finally, you also get a 10-watt charger. Apart from a few cosmetic changes, the Redmi Note 6 Pro strongly resembles the Redmi Note 5 Pro. The new model is 0.5 cm thicker and slightly wider, but feels the same in your hand as would the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Weighing in at 182 grams, the Redmi Note 6 Pro feels solid in the hand and is only about 2 grams heavier than the Redmi Note 5 Pro. The display on the Redmi Note 6 Pro has slightly larger dimensions at 6.26 inches and a notch. It has a resolution of 1080 by 2280 and a maximum brightness of 500 nits. It's a dual SIM phone with a hybrid SIM slot, so it can take either 2 nano SIMs or 1 nano SIM card and a micro SD card at a time. Storage is expandable up to an additional 256 GB. At its core, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 6 Pro uses the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 636 as its predecessor. There will be two variants of the Redmi Note 6 Pro in India, one with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, and the other with 6 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. It runs on MIUI 10 on top of Android 8.1 Oreo, with no official timelines announced for an Android 9 Pie update. It also has the same 4000 mAh battery capacity as the older sibling. The rear cameras are slightly improved. While there's still a 12 megapixel primary autofocus sensor and a 5 megapixel secondary depth sensor, both have wider f1.9 apertures compared to the cameras on last year's models, theoretically allowing more light to be captured for clearer shots. One of the major new features with this generation is the dual selfie camera setup. There is a 20 megapixel primary sensor and a 2 megapixel depth sensor on the front for portrait shots. Stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for our extensive review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 6 coming up very soon, in which we test its display, design, performance, software and battery life, and of course its value for money.